And I don't know if all of us understand the true power, the true meaning of a single word, just one word that can change your life. And that's love. There's different types of love. There's the love we have for our friend, the love we have for our girlfriend, our boyfriend, the love we have for our children. And in my opinion, the most important one is the love we have for ourselves. Because if you don't love yourself, you find it really hard to really truly love others. Because I couldn't really love a woman the right way until I loved myself. And when I found love, when I allowed myself to be vulnerable enough to let someone else into my heart, it changed my entire life. To truly have confidence, to truly love myself, I was finally able to love someone else the way I was supposed to. Because my parents weren't the best role models of love. They didn't really show me how love is supposed to be. When I met my fiance, she saw something in me. She saw something different, something special. And every day she used to just tell me, you should do this, you should do that. And I listened and I allowed her. I humbled myself enough to let her help. Because when you get someone special who really cares about you, really cares about your well-being, really wants to see you win, when they come to you and they give you advice, they try to help, you have to listen. You have to have a listening ear. You have to have an open heart to change. There's a lot of things I didn't learn growing up, but my fiance, she took the time to teach me and show me, and I listened. And one of the things she taught me was manifestation. She taught me you have to believe. You have to believe you're gonna be somebody. You have to believe you could be great. You have to believe you could be a millionaire. To be a human being means to feel. We all feel things that we don't always want to feel. Sadness, depression, anxiety, things that we face every single day. And some people face them worse than others. Sometimes we try to ignore it and pretend like it doesn't exist. But that doesn't solve the problem. The problem still exists inside of us. It eats away at our subconscious, in the back of our mind, all of our self-doubts, all of our regrets, the things we thought or wish we could have did better. And one of the hardest things for us to get through is loss. Some loss is irreplaceable. There's no way to get back what you lost. And now, because of that loss, you feel a void inside. There's something that was there that meant so much to you that is missing. Some of us look at it as a part of our heart is gone. And we spend so much time consumed thinking about what happened, the life you had before when they were still here. But what if I told you there's a way to fill that space in your heart? What if I told you that just one shift in your mind state, you can find the power inside of you to overcome the pain? Because when I was going through pain like this, there was times where I didn't think I could get through it. There was times where I felt like it was too much pressure and I didn't know how to handle it. We don't have the power to bring nobody back. But what we do have the power to do is to make them proud. We want to be the person that they wanted us to be. We want to show them how strong we are. We want to show them that we can do this. If they are looking down and they can see the things that you're doing today, do you truly believe that they will be proud of you? Do you think they want to watch you sad and hurt? Do you think they want to watch you not doing the things you need to do to succeed because of the pain holding you back?
Your destination is like a rocket heading so fast upwards that it won't be long before you yourself are among the stars that you have prepared yourself to be. Now look around you now and in the present. Remember the beginning of your ascent, the beginning of your climb, and the challenges and obstacles you have faced on your path, the people that have played a part along the way. Remember where you came from. Stay down to earth on the way up. I've seen situations where people burn bridges in their respective field or ruin future opportunities because they think they're so far above and beyond someone that they overlook the person when they reach out to them. Haven't you ever got help? Check yourself and remember to stay humble. There is a large spinning wheel, and the ones on the top today could find themselves on the bottom tomorrow. The ones on the bottom that you overlook could overlook you in the same way you overlook them one day. Have you ever had someone in your life that just can't stand when it's your time to shine? Someone that obviously, invisibly has an issue with you being in the spotlight and not them? They would love to see you lose control. They might even sabotage your success because they can't stand to see you win. Those are the biggest motivators you could ever have in your life, to show the people that couldn't stand to support you that you will win and you will break through no matter what they think or have to say about you. It's motivation to fuel your fire. What legacy will you leave when you're no longer here? What impact will you have on this world in a positive way? What example will you set for your family? Life is tough. It will knock you down and throw curveballs at you that sting and hurt. Stand back up. Dust yourself off and convert that pain into strength, not an excuse. We all have an excuse. We could all understandably pull the victim card. We have all heard it before. Oh, this happened in my life and it's just been so hard ever since. No, you have been giving yourself an excuse ever since. From now on, it's no excuses, only progress. It's no excuses, only perseverance through anything or anybody that would think to come in your way. You're a bull, and they just stepped in the path of your wrath. They better move, because you're not moving. You're going straight through anything in your way. They thought wrong if they wanted to pull you down. Not today, not ever. Remove the negativity from around you and replace it. Sometimes we are moving so quickly in a direction that is not actually where we want to go. So busy in our everyday lives that we can't stop to think about where we are even headed at this very moment. Are you going with the flow? Are you settling for less? Are you defeated from what life has thrown at you? Look around you. We're all messed up. We all have problems. No one is singled out in this wonderful world. Stop feeling sorry for yourself like everyone has targeted you to put you where you are in your life.
See, I live my life in a shell. That was the only way I could protect myself from anything that was coming. I shelled up, I didn't let nobody in, I didn't let people close to me. They was just the way I cope with things. So I realized sometimes our life is like a butterfly's life. They start off as a caterpillar and they crawl close to the ground. But eventually when they finally get ready to break out of it, they go up, they climb on a branch, and they go into a cocoon. They go into that shell. And during that shell is the transition of life. That's when they come from a caterpillar to something beautiful like a butterfly. And that's what I had to do. I had to break out of my shell and finally be who I truly am. And ever since that transformation, life has been amazing. It's been great. I'm happy. I'm in love with myself. I'm in love with my life. And I never felt this good before. I'm sure a lot of you right now are still in your cocoon, still in that transformation, trying to become that butterfly. But don't let life hold you back. Life has this way of just gripping you and holding you back. We do it in our own mind. We doubt ourselves, but realize there's greatness in you. There's greatness in every single one of you, and no one can tell you differently. Break out of that shell. Break out of that cocoon. Have forgiveness. Forgive the people that hurt you in the past. And if not for them, but for yourself. As long as you believe in you, that's all that matters. How can you expect someone else to believe in you if you don't even believe in yourself? So many of us are waiting and waiting. We're doing little moves. We might get consistent for a couple days, do a couple things, just hoping for somebody to hit us up and be like, hey, good job. Oh, you're doing it. But that's not always gonna happen. You don't have to wait for that recognition, because the only recognition that truly matters is self-recognition. You have to recognize in yourself that you can do this. Once you truly, truly believe in yourself, once you move with a meaning, once you move with confidence, that's when other people will believe in you. And I'll be honest with you, a lot of times you realize that your biggest supporters, you don't even know. You never even met them. It's some sort of mentality we have. We grow up with people around us. We're all in the same position, and they see other people just doing better, just making moves, trying to be bigger and better, while they sit there doing the same things every day. They can't stand it. They can't stand to see you actually pursuing your dream, because they know they never once could get the confidence in themselves to really go after their dreams. So they look at you and they laugh, they talk behind your back, even to your face, doubting you, saying you're not good enough. Why are you wasting your time doing that with that little business? At the end of the day, haters are just jealous. They wish they could do what you do. They wish they could be you. When the haters watching, I give them something to look at. Look at me now. Look at me do this. When you look in the mirror, do you see a champion? Cause I do. Every time I look in the mirror, I see a champion. And can't no one tell me that's not true. I can just show the world. I'm here to show the world. We're all here to show the world. I've been through a lot. I can sit here and cry and think about my past pain. I can't let the things that I've been through hold me back. Because the person I am is the person that you see today. And this person's determined. This person's motivated. This person knows where he's going, and I ain't gonna stop till I get there. You know what? When I get there, I still ain't gonna stop. I'm applying this pressure, because it's pressure that makes diamonds. And I'm trying to shine like a diamond. Become the lion. Stay hungry. Stay consistent and don't stop. On the road to success, there ain't no breaks. We just make turns. We might change the way we going, but one thing we do is we keep on going forward. We go up. We can't control everything that happens, but we can control the way we react. You take the pain, you turn it into passion, and let the passion become power. You take that power and you push, and you push, and you push. Sometimes life will push back, but you keep pushing and you keep pushing. This is the fight of your life. Just make sure at the end of that fight, you're the victor, that you're the champion. And the only person in the world that can do that is you.
Don't listen to anyone's negativity. You know what you set out to accomplish. Your intuition and perspective is unmatched because no one can see your vision. Evolve, expand, and grow. Work smarter and harder. Make excuses a thing of the past. Your future depends on it. If there was one piece of advice I could give to you, it would be to be solution oriented. When a problem comes up, search immediately for solutions. How can this be solved in the most efficient way possible? Don't let problems become your excuse. Don't let excuses become your crutch. You're destined to do incredible things. You are next. Go show the world your passion. Never let anyone dim your shine. You can truly do anything you put your mind to. With the fight and the grit and the devotion to your greatness, you will persevere through anything in your path. Believe it. Go for it. Ignore anyone that would tell you different. They could never understand because they are not you. They have not walked in your shoes no matter how much they know you. Say it with me. I am living my best life. I am on my way to the top. I will never give up, no matter what is thrown in my direction. I will fight every day for success like it's the fight of my life, and no one can stop me. Do you feel defeated? Have you ever felt like you cannot continue to proceed with your life the way things are going right now? What if I told you this is normal? What if I told you that this is your higher calling? Calling for you to rise up. Calling for you to become the best version of yourself. Not tomorrow, today. Right now it's time to defeat your demons. It's time for you to become the one dominating and controlling the outcomes of your life. Control of your own life. It's a topic that can be easily overlooked. I've always personally been a control freak because I want to control what happens in my life. We can be in control or out of control of our own lives. And the choice is always ours. Do you choose to control your schedule, your goals, your desires, your dreams? Command yourself to be better. Command yourself to take control of your destiny. Is someone controlling you? Is your past controlling you? Are your failures controlling your progress? It's time to take accountability for our own life and get back in the driver's seat. It's okay, we all fail, we all fall, we all have our ups and downs, but accepting defeat is never the answer. Regroup, research, strategize, and push harder. The best examples of success in this world faced countless failures before they made it. And even the richest of people have to make a choice what their destiny will be. They could be broke tomorrow if they don't stay in control today. Do you think it's easy for anyone? Nothing is ever easy, and it never will be. You could be on the very brink of the success you always desired. Don't let a bump in the road take you way off course. You're only hurting yourself by letting go of the control you have of your own journey. Don't let go. Hold on to the reins. Hold on to the fire. If you're ready to say fuck it, you have a serious issue you need to address right now. Fuck it is the equivalent of the death of the control you have over your success. It's time to say fuck yes, I will win. I am the next success story. I will step up to the plate and knock this thing out the park. Who can stop you? Only you. You are the determining factor between the life of your dreams or a life of content. I don't want to be content. I want to be full of fire and passion in life. When is the last time you called yourself out on your own bullshit? The last time you thought to yourself, this is a trait that's gotta go, I gotta change, and made the effort to make the change? The worst poison you could feed yourself in life is excuses. Call yourself out. Stop being a bitch. Straight up. Sometimes you have to be real with yourself. No one knows better than you about you. You are your best ally or worst enemy. It's up to you. Take control. Your success is in the balance. Say it with me. I am on the road to success. I am living my best life. I am the next millionaire. I am influencing this world in a positive way. Believe it. Manifest it.
When it's a new day, we show up. And when it's another new day, we just show up. And we show up, and we show up, and we just keep showing up. Most billionaires are self-made. Nobody handed them billions. Nobody gave them $1 million and said, go get your 2 million. They had to figure out on their own. They had to wake up every single day and grind, and they failed, and they failed, and they kept going. They kept grinding. Tomorrow isn't guaranteed. Success isn't guaranteed. The only people that get success are the ones that go out there and get it. The ones that are relentless, the ones that got perseverance, that executed their plan, the ones that didn't doubt themselves. They believed, they knew they were gonna make it. They knew from step one they were gonna make it, and they told themselves that every single day. You got it inside of you. You, all of you. You got the greatness inside of you. And once you truly believe in yourself, nobody can take that away from you. That's inside of you. That's a part of you. Life is like the gym. You go in there every single day and you lift weights. The next time you come, you lift a little more. You stay a little longer. You go a little harder. This is life. It's no different. We show up every day. We put the grind in. We get to this money so we can flex some. It's all about growth. We're trying to do better than we were yesterday. Because if I'm doing better than yesterday every single day, then I'm elevating. And as long as I'm elevating, I'm working towards my future. I gotta stay consistent. And the only way I can stay consistent is to stay focused. If there's anything or anybody in my way, you gotta go, bro. Because I got my eyes on millions. I got my eyes on billions. I can't have that around me. I need only quality people around me. If you don't got the same vision, then I ain't got no time for that. You know, the reality is sometimes things are going great. We bringing the money in. Everything just makes sense right now. And then something just happens to just tear it all apart and just make everything not make sense anymore. These are the most important times in our life. The times we can either keep going or give up. Because sometimes giving up just sounds so easy. But you have to remember why you started. You have to re-envision the vision. Fires don't start on their own. You gotta spark that fire. We gotta stay hungry. We gotta wake up hungry every day. And we gotta keep eating. We gotta keep getting to that bag. We gotta keep getting to that shit. Ain't no days off. You think a lion takes a day off? He gotta eat every day. They say a lot of lions only sleep 20 hours a week. 20 hours a week. Cause they on the hunt. They hunt at night. They hunt at day. They go hard. You gotta want this. You gotta want this so bad that you do whatever you gotta do to get it. A lion might go out there and hunt all day trying to find a meal for the family and come back with nothing. Because there are gonna be failures. We are gonna take losses. There are gonna be times we gotta go to sleep without no food. We just gotta make sure we wake up, we go extra hard. You can't become the lion if you ain't willing to make the sacrifice it takes to get to where you're going. There's gonna be some early mornings. It's gonna be some late nights. You're gonna be going a lot of days straight, weeks straight, months straight. You gotta keep going. Put one foot in front of the other. We can't look back about what we've been through. That's over with. That don't exist no more. The only thing exists is what's going on right now. And the things that we do right now is how we're gonna manifest what we'll become. It doesn't matter how many successes that we attain. We have to stay hungry. You can't just get some money. You might be looking for $1 million. You get 200 grand. You can't just be like, alright, I got something I can chill. There ain't no chill. It's pedal to the flow. It's all gas, no brakes. Some days are gonna be better than others. That's just the way that life goes. But as long as we wake up every single day trying to be the best person we could be and get the best results that we can get, that's all that matters. Because we used to learn in school, you can get an 80% C and still pass. You can get a 90% B and still pass. You could even get a 95% A and still pass. But in life, if you ain't giving 100%, if you ain't getting 100%, you ain't passing, you failing. 99% ain't enough. 98% ain't enough. The only way you're gonna achieve your goals is to give 100, 110 every single day. If you give 100%, you'll get 110% back. You do that every day, you're elevating. And the only way to do that is to stay hungry. The only way to stay consistent is to stay hungry. The only way you're gonna keep putting food on the table is to stay hungry.
Be strong. Show fight. Time is not gonna stop for you to clock out and quit until you're ready to step up. It will keep ticking and keep ticking. No matter how hard things get for you, it will keep going. And eventually, time will run out. Stop playing with your life. Stand up and take accountability for your responsibility to create the life that you desire. No one is gonna do it for you. It doesn't matter your circumstances, good or bad. Only you can determine how your life will play out. It starts right now. Every seed you plant, every goal you reach, every action you take right now will pay off in due time. We are in an ocean surrounded by sharks. If we don't seize the moment, there will be plenty of others who will. Do you want to watch while your competitors take your place? Do you want to stand on the sidelines while your time to shine comes and goes? Excuses will get you nothing in return but disappointment. Your excuse today will stack on top of the excuse tomorrow and the excuse the next day until your whole life is one big excuse. Stop the cycle. Take the reins and control of your life. Push harder than others are willing to push. You may not realize that it's the 1% that works so unimaginably and unreasonably hard that it almost seems crazy. The ones that don't care about anyone else's opinion or missing out on a Friday night. It's the 1% that goes unequivocally hard, that are winning in spite of impossible obstacles. The odds seem stacked, but you are the exception. You are the difference between the men and the boys, the women and the girls. Excuses are gone. You exiled the word excuse from your world. What's left behind is massive action. putting everything you have into reaching your goals. 200%. You are the only one that has control of your vessel. Only you can make that choice to take control of your path. Tomorrow is not promised. The time has always been and always will be right now, today. Take that first step and keep stepping. Never stop. Never let up. Where do you want to be in 5 years, 10 years, 30 years? Are you ready to take this journey to the stars? The only place to go is up if you want to reach your peak. Every day, push harder. Set your goals and make a plan. Strategize. Be resourceful. Step out of your comfort zone. You're not too cool to read a book. Expand your horizons and knowledge. The more you know, the more powerful you become. Your brain is the best tool in your arsenal. Stockpile your ammo so extensive that your body will explode with fire. Whatever it takes, ignite the fire within you. Ignite your passion and purpose of existence in this world. You were put on this earth for a reason. It's time to finish building your dynasty and making your climb to the stars.
When we were born alone. When we die alone. When it's late night and we're thinking about all the things we're going through, all the struggles, all the pain that we feel, we face it alone. When we step up to make those big decisions in life, we make them alone. It's important to have support around you. It's important to have people around you with your best interests in mind. When we're at our lowest points, at our saddest times, going through the most things, we're by ourselves. Self-motivation is one of the most important traits we have to have. You have to believe in yourself. If you don't believe that you are gonna make it, no one else is going to believe. It all starts with you. Friends can come and go. Relationships can come and go, but you cannot come and go. There's only one of you. Like it or not, you're stuck with yourself. In high school, I was a wrestler, and one of the things I learned from wrestling is it's you. It's one-on-one. You might have a team trying to win, trying to get the most points, but when you're on that mat, it's you and them. There's nobody to rely on. Your teammates can't help you. You have to fight from the beginning of the match till the end. If you stop giving 100%, even for 1 second, that's a lose. I remember my junior year, I was wrestling in districts, and I was trying to be a state champion. I had ambitions. I was wrestling this dude who was a little stronger than me, and he picked me up and slammed me in some awkward way, and he broke my collarbone. I didn't even realize what happened. He flipped me over and pinned me. He won the match. But me being me, I still had to go on. I had to win one more match to qualify for regionals. So what did I do? I dealt with the pain, went out and wrestled somebody, pinned him in 30 seconds. Afterwards, my collarbone hurt so bad. I found the passion inside me to still wrestle that match, and I still won. I applied that same pressure, that same passion in my life today. I learned if you push hard enough, you can do anything. You can push through the pain. You can push through the struggle. You can push through the hard times. The hardest time to be productive is when you're going through the most stuff. But that's the most important time. That's when you pull from deep down inside and you show the world who you really are. You show them that nothing can stop you. The only way to move forward is up. You can't take away my passion, because it's a part of me. You can't stop my shine, because I was born for this. And so are you. We were all born for greatness. We all have a gift inside of us, a gift that only you can do. You have to find your gift. You have to search within yourself and see, what are you good at? What do you do better than everybody else? We all got a gift. What do you do that comes easy for you and hard for other people? Once you figure out what that gift is, practice, master it. Become the best at it. There's things that you can do with your gift that no one on the world can do. You just have to believe in yourself. You have to expand the limitations you set on yourself. Don't let anybody tell you you're not capable of it. It doesn't matter what anybody says. It only matters what you believe in yourself. Why do you go to work every day and hate your job? Because you're not living life within your gift. We were born for a reason. If you don't hone your gifts, how would you even know it was a gift? People live their entire life and don't even figure out what their gift is. They don't even give herself the chance. You can't do regular things and expect extraordinary results. It just doesn't work that way. You have the capability to do extraordinary things every day. You just gotta do it. You know, me and my brother started a clothing line recently called Manipheste, and when you start a new business, you don't realize how many hats you gotta wear. Oh, I have to be a shirt designer? Then so be it. Oh, I gotta be a graphic designer? Then so be it. I gotta be a marketing guru? Then so be it. We had to study all these different things so we could figure out how to get this business off the ground. We put the work in. We work every day. If you're not willing to put the work in, how can you expect to make it?
Be aware of your surroundings. There was a time in my life when one of my closest friends set me up to be robbed at gunpoint. I could have died that day for no reason at all. You see, I had done nothing to him except to have more material possessions than him. Envy, jealousy, and greed are dangerous. Sometimes it turns out the ones that see your come up before their eyes filled with jealousy and envy, your own best friends, can be your worst enemies. So when I say to be aware of your surroundings, I mean it can be life or death. Not everyone has your best interests in mind. Who you choose to bring in your circle could be your very downfall. Pay attention. There are certain kinds of people out there that might envy for your relationship. They might envy for your money, clothes, and cars. They might envy to be you. Cut the snakes from the grass. Your circle is a reflection of you. Choose it wisely. Eliminate anyone from your world at will. Surround yourself with good people that are on the right track. People that pave the roads you're on today and want to see you win.
You know, I remember back when I first started rapping, like when I was just getting the rap scene, just starting to meet some different people, and I was trying to figure out, like, how can I get my music out? How can I take it where I am right now to the top? And my brother actually introduced me to this artist named Strizzo. He was a hot artist in Tampa at the time. And we were sitting down and, you know, I'd been around him a couple times, but I was really trying to see if I get some advice, like learn something from him. So we all sitting down, having a couple drinks, playing cards one night. And somehow we got in the subject about like how to pursue being an artist, like what can you do to forge your career? And this is what he says. I'm sitting there listening, I wait, I'm like, I wonder what he's gonna say. And he says, you gotta be hungry. And I'm sitting there looking around at everybody like, hungry? What are you talking about? Like, I didn't really understand what he meant by that. He just said, you got to be hungry. And I reflected on that time and looked back at that and thought about that. I was like, he says you gotta be hungry? Like, what does that mean? It means you gotta want it just as much as you wanted at the beginning. You can't just want it today and not tomorrow. You gotta want it every single day. You gotta want it with all your heart. You gotta believe that you can do it with all your heart. You gotta be willing to do it with all your passion every day. No one can make you do this. You do understand that the only person that can make you do this is you. It's not about money. It's not about someone paying you to do this. This is something you gotta have inside of you. This is bigger than money. This is about you loving yourself enough to wanna have more and more and give it to your family. Make sure your kids are good. This is about starting a dynasty. This is about starting an empire. And I'm not talking about Lucius Lyon. I believe in you, but do you believe in it? Do you believe that you got greatness inside of you? Do you believe that you have that fire inside to wake up every single day and give it 100%? Do you believe you can do it? What's holding you back? What's stopping you from doing it? Why are you listening to this right now, and why aren't you out there doing it? We're only promised this one life. This is the only chance that we know we got. So we gotta give it our all. We gotta show the world who he is. Find your gift. Hone your gift. Show the world your gift. Don't waste your biggest blessing. Don't waste your time trying to be like somebody else. Be you. There's only one you. Live your life with purpose, and you will find the answers that you've been searching. Go out there and grind and get to the pipe.
When I was getting into the music scene after graduating from high school, I was all alone in a world where everyone refused to help each other. The music industry at the time was a cold world. You were probably more likely to be given the wrong advice on purpose because people didn't want to see you win instead of them. I didn't care, I was relentless in my pursuit. I couldn't find a manager with my best interests in mind. Oh well, I'm my own manager. I couldn't find a booking agent to book shows for me. Oh well, I'm my own booking agent. I book shows. Every single task that was necessary to get noticed, improve my craft, booking for shows, graphics, my music completion and distribution. It all could have been an excuse for me on why I couldn't get there. But the excuses never came. I just kept going and going until eventually I found what I was looking for. I was discovered by a multi-platinum selling artist, Lil Zane, and was subsequently signed to a big record deal. Excuses would have never got me there.
One of the hardest parts of success is getting started. We all think about consistency, getting up every day and doing what we gotta do. That's the most important thing. But if you don't get started, there's nothing to be consistent about. And you know the crazy thing about it is, once you get started, you're already halfway done. All the time we spend coming up with an idea, planning, figuring out how to make it happen, and gathering the courage to actually go and do it. Most people don't even give themselves that chance. They don't take that shot. They think about it, they plan, they have great ideas, but they never step outside their comfort zone and actually go and do it. But you did. You stepped outside your comfort zone. You said, I'm gonna do it. I can make it. Yeah, I may only be at the first step or the second step, but I'm gonna keep going consistently. Because now that you got started, you can see a vision. And within that vision, you can see an end goal. You know where you're going. You know which way to turn the highway. As long as you do that every single day, you're gonna make it there. Because it's not gonna take a day. It's not gonna take a week. It's not gonna take a month. It might even take years. But as long as you know that and you keep going, you will get to your destination. But after you get started, it's the consistency that's hard. It's hard to get up every day and do what you gotta do. It's hard to give 100% every day. Sometimes we go through hard times. We lose loved ones. We have financial problems. Our job isn't paying us the way it was. We lost our job. But at the end of the day, we have to find a way within ourselves, within our soul. Pull it out of yourself to keep going every single day. That's one of the hardest things we'll ever do in our life. To truly have consistency, we need perseverance. And to have perseverance, we have to grip straight into our heart. Because our heart is where perseverance comes from. That's where we have the courage to keep going. We have the courage and the strength to say, I can do this. There's always gonna be people beside us who say we can't do it. Say we're not good enough. Say there's no way we'll be able to make it there. I think we all got haters. Everybody who made it somewhere got a hater or two. But that's okay, because they're there to motivate you. They're there to make you be like, oh, you don't think I can do it? Let me show you. I'm gonna show you what I can do. I don't care what you think about me, because at the end of the day, when I get to where I'm going, you're gonna be the same person calling my phone, trying to ask for some money, ask for some clout, but guess what? I ain't got nothing for you. Because I'm on the road to success. I'm the next millionaire, and there ain't nobody who can tell me anything different. You try to tell me I won't make it, I just laugh, because I know where I'm going. I'm going to Mount Everest. I'm going to the moon. I'm going to Saturn. I'm going so far out of here, you'll never see me again.
Today, we end excuses. If you had them, they're gone. The next time your mind searches for an excuse, they do not exist any longer in your world. Do you want to clock out? Do you want to call off? Do you want to stay home from school or practice or the gym? Get tough. Get dedicated. I can absolutely guarantee you that nothing worth having is easy. But excuses, they are very easy to come by. What's comfortable and easy will bring you mediocre and regrettable. Don't live the rest of your life wondering what could have been.
I've been to jail. I've been locked up. I've been on probation. I've made mistakes. But one thing I'll tell you right now is your mistakes do not define you. Just because we made mistakes, that doesn't make us a bad person. Yeah, we might have did something wrong. Maybe we're making a bad decision that day. But as long as we make a conscious decision to change and be somebody else, that's all that matters. It doesn't matter who I was. It matters who I am. It matters who I'm going to be. It matters about decisions I'm making today. That's who I am. That stuff I did in the past, that's who I was. But what I'm doing now, that's who I am now. Don't let your past define you. You're writing your book. You're writing your autobiography. You're the one writing your story today. Every day you wake up, you make more and more steps to your success, towards your future. You are writing your book. Yeah, it may have had a crazy beginning, and that's fine, because the ending is gonna be even crazier. You are the author of your life, and you're writing the most amazing, spectacular story history's ever seen. And it's your job to keep writing amazing stories every day. But I admit, sometimes I wake up and I don't really feel like doing what I need to do that day. It's like, I got all this stuff to do. I'm gonna be busy from the moment I wake up to go to sleep. Eat my breakfast, drink my coffee, and I think about it, I'm like, oh man, this is a lot. But there's something inside of me. There's something inside me that's not happy where I am right now. Because I want more. It's never really enough. Because what I wanted last week, I've already achieved those goals. I've already attained that. So what I want now, what I want tomorrow, is to be bigger and better. I want to attain goals and achieve things that I never thought was possible. All those people who told me I couldn't do it, I want to look down and be like, look at me now. You can too. This is the mindset you need. This is the mindset of a champion. I want to be the next LeBron James. I want to be the next Michael Jordan, the next Jeff Bezos, the next Elon Musk. It's possible. Not only I can do it, each and every single one of you can do it as well. Why not? Pain is a powerful feeling. Going through pain makes you stronger. Use that strength to become power. Turn your pain to power and just watch what you can do. You can be anything. Don't ever sell yourself short. Fight with all the fights you got. You will never lose.
You ever have someone try to make an excuse for you? Yeah, man, don't feel bad. You tried, but it just didn't happen. That's your enemy in disguise. They never wanted to see you win. They would rather discourage you than uplift you and challenge you. Don't listen to anyone's negativity.
And now I believe in my success. I understand my weaknesses. I learn from my failures. You can't just do your affirmations one day, 2 days, 1 week, for a month. You have to do it every single day. You have to believe it's true. You have to believe in yourself more than you ever did before. This is a complete transition in your mind state from saying you can't do it and saying I can. And saying I won't and saying I will. Stop saying you're gonna do it tomorrow. Do it today. Do it now. Right now. But I'll tell you what. Relationships are anything but easy. You actually have to care about somebody else at least as much as you care about yourself. You can't be selfish in a relationship. And I can say for myself, sometimes it's hard to listen. When you get worked up, you get mad, you're arguing, but you still have to find a way to listen and communicate with your significant other. Because when you truly embrace love and you truly give it your all, it's the best feeling you ever had. Yeah, and it does get freaky. You know, the story always goes when you see an old couple, a grandma and grandpa. One of them passes away, one of them gets sick. It doesn't always go this way, but a lot of times you see the other one pass away not long after. Why is that? Because you're connected. That's your soulmate. You're tied from the heart to the body. It's one of the deepest connections you'll ever know. Don't take it for granted. You're a team, destined for greatness. Embrace it. Show the world what you can do together. And I know it gets hard sometimes. Fighting starts. I thought you was gonna cook dinner tonight. Or your phone just keeps going off and it's who you texting. The insecurities that we have from past pain, from past experiences that we went through. Compliment your partner. Be spontaneous. Do things that you don't usually do. Keep the excitement in the relationship. Keep the relationship alive. Keep that fire burning. Do things that you used to do when you first got together. And make sure you keep that bed rocking. And when you see that fire dimming, you see things falling apart, when you feel the need to talk to somebody else or crave attention from somebody else, just remember the reason why you got in a relationship, the reason why you stayed from that long, all the things that you've been through, the potential that you have together. There is no power greater than love. The absence of love is hate, and we don't want to be no hater. When your heart tells you what to do, follow it. Follow your heart, because your heart knows what's best. And when times get hard, fight harder. How many of y'all can say that you're truly confident in yourself? That when you look in that mirror, you don't just see your reflection, you see a champion. You see someone who can overcome any battle, any opposition, jump over any hurdle, climb any mountain. Winning isn't always about being the best. It's not always about who practiced the most and who's been doing it the longest. Winning is about confidence. When it's the last quarter, 5 seconds left, you got the ball in your hand and it's time to shoot. If you tell yourself in your mind that you're gonna miss, you will miss. If you tell yourself in your mind, with confidence, I can do this, I'm going to make it, there's no way I can miss, that's the only way you have a chance to make that shot. Confidence isn't something that you should have, or you wish you had, or one day I'll have that. Confidence is something you have to have. It isn't an option. You have to be confident in yourself if you want to succeed. What does all successful people have? What does all winners have? All those millionaires you look up to, they all have one thing in common. They're confident in their self. When they wake up in the morning, they tell themselves, I'm gonna do whatever I gotta do to keep this thing going, to be the best person I can be. They don't spend time wondering if they can do it or doubting the possibilities. They know they can do it. That's what confidence is, knowing in yourself the potential you have. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you, because I've been really transparent so far in these speeches. I wasn't always confident myself. I wanna say I spent at least 80% of my life with very little confidence in myself. And some of you may relate to this, but as a kid, growing up, my dad, he had a lot of anger issues. He spent a lot of time just screaming, yelling, going crazy, talking down on me, my brother, and my sister. I don't know if you realize the emotional abuse and effect that had on us, but all that screaming, talking down, doubting us, making us feel like we're nothing, that really affected us. And I'm sure a lot of you have went through stuff like this from your parents or from past relationships. Now, I didn't realize why I walk with my head looking down, why I doubted myself in so many ways. As I got older, I realized that those things were holding me back. I second-guessed myself. When you put me on the spot, you put the camera on me, I didn't know what to say. When I got on stage and I did those shows as a rapper, and it was time for me to speak, I didn't really know what to say. Like, I didn't have the confidence because of my past. After I forgave my dad for all those things that he had done as a child, and I learned to accept that was a part of the past, and I was a new me, and I got into manifestation, and I started really focusing on my success, and I started really believing that I have the potential for greatness. I didn't believe that I deserved to be rich. I didn't believe that I was worthy of it. It was some sort of mental restraint that I had on myself, and I'm sure some of you do too. You have to let go of it. Let go of the past and just know that you have a greater future. It doesn't matter how the story began. It only matters how it goes now and how it ends. And the only way it's gonna end well is to change what you're doing now. You gotta have confidence in yourself. It don't matter what nobody has ever said to you or did to you. You're worthy of having money. You're worthy of being rich. You deserve it. You have it inside of you. You can have it now. You just have to change your mind state. You have to progress past that to reach your full potential. You have it inside of you. Each and every single one of you have it inside of you. You just have to accept it. You have to realize it. You have to embrace it. The only way to get confident in something is to practice. You gotta do it over and over and over again. Anything that you wanna have confidence in, that's how you gain it. So how do you gain confidence in yourself? You have to practice it every day. You have to look into that mirror and tell yourself, I can do this. I got this. No one can get in my way. You have to do this every single day, over and over. Anytime you feel down on yourself, and you doubt yourself, and you tell yourself it's not possible, or I can't do that, or you let other people's words get to you and make you feel like you ain't good enough, you have to tell yourself that you are. You have to tell yourself, I can do this. When you see a pretty girl that you want to talk to, and you guys are looking at each other, you're locking eyes, you're looking over there, she's looking at you, but you're sitting there and you can't find the confidence inside you to go ask her what her name is. You have to tell yourself in these moments, I can do this. What is the worst thing that could happen? You gotta stand up, put one foot in front of the other, and talk to her, ask her what her name is, have a conversation. Maybe you'll get her number. The only way it will be possible to get her number is to go do it. This is life. You have to tell yourself you can do it no matter what it is. It doesn't matter about what any limitations somebody else puts on you. It only matters on the limitations you set on yourself. When you tell yourself that you can go and get her number and you go and do it, the next time it becomes easier and easier and easier until finally it ain't nothing to go ask for a girl's number. You could do it any day of the week. It's the confidence that was built up from the repetition. You repetitiously did it with confidence over and over, and now it became easy. This is applied to every single aspect of life. This is how you build confidence. It's not complicated. This is how you take consistency and relentlessness and become confident. And with that confidence matched up with more consistency and more relentlessness, this is how you get on the path to success. It's not gonna happen overnight. You know how this goes. It's gonna take some time. It's gonna take some push. But without doing this, you won't ever get there. Everybody you look up to has done this. This is the process. So get started today. What you waiting for? When you gain confidence, it changes everything about you. It changes the way you look. Because when you're confident, you try to be the best you could be, even when it comes to the way you look. You dress nicer. You even walk with a little more swag to you. The way you look, the way you smile. Everything changes. You go from looking down when you walk to looking up. And when you look up, you don't miss nothing. When you're looking down with no confidence, you miss out in life. People notice confidence. When they see somebody walk in the room with confidence, they see it, they feel it. It's an aura, it's a vibe that comes off of you that goes from you to every single corner of that room. Everybody can see confidence. It breathes off you. It's very important that you have it if you want to be successful in life. Nobody wants to be around somebody who ain't even confident in their self. Why would somebody want to spend time with you when they can spend time with people who are confident? A lot of people say that consistency is the key to success, and I will agree with that. But I will put confidence in the equation. Confidence plus consistency equals success. Because back when I was younger, I never thought I could be standing here doing what I'm doing right now. I didn't think I had it in me because I didn't believe in myself. I was an artist, pushing my music, doing performances, but in all reality, I didn't fully really believe in myself. I thought I could make it. I believed I could make it as an artist, but deep down inside, I didn't have the confidence I needed to walk in that room and be noticed the way I needed to be. To get on that stage and rap them lyrics the way I needed to. When the cameras came out, I didn't know how to turn that switch on and be that confident person that they were looking for. So I got overlooked way too much. I shouldn't have been overlooked the way I was, but there's nobody else I can hold responsible for that. I was supposed to have that confidence. Nobody's gonna come to you and force you to be confident. Nobody can tell you to be confident because it's not words that make you confident. It's your beliefs that make you confident. It's your self-talk. It's what you say to yourself that makes you confident. It's what you're thinking in your mind, that voice that you hear in your head and you're going through a hard time and it's telling you, you can't get through this, you can't do it. That's where the confidence lies. You talk to your own mind, you say, I can do this. I don't know where these negative thoughts coming from, but I can do this. You have to change the way you talk to yourself in your own mind. You can't let those negative thoughts control who you are, because they will control where you go in life. If you don't think positive, you will never gain confidence. Negative thoughts and negative self-talk destroy confidence. I know you got this. I know you can do this. Just change the way you think. It took me some time to figure out how to do it, but I eventually figured out, and now I am so confident in myself, I can do so many more things than I could before. Don't wait. Change now. Pain is a heavy weight. Sometimes it's overbearing. Sometimes it feels like our shoulder can't carry that much pain. And I can't speak for women, but I can say that a lot of men don't always admit how much pain they're dealing with, how hard it is to overcome. We hold it in. We bottle it up. We act like it doesn't exist. And all this does is make it worse. How can you be successful in life if you're a cannon just waiting to explode? What happens to a soda bottle when you shake it up over and over? You just keep shaking it and shaking it and shaking it. When you open that bottle, it explodes. And that's what we do to ourselves. We just keep letting the pain just stack up inside of us, and it shakes us up, and it shakes us up, and it shakes us up. And finally one day, the pressure gets too great and we explode. We don't want to be that person. We want to be in control of ourselves all the time. But how can we do that if this is how we're handling our pain? What is the number one power we have to fight against depression and anxiety? This is one thing that many of us take for granted. We do this every day, but a lot of us don't do it the right way. The one thing that can help us battle depression and anxiety is focus. That's right, focus. When you pull out a camera and you're taking a picture and you focus the camera to only focus on one part of the image, the whole rest of the image is blurry. You can't see it. It's inconceivable. So what did this teach us about life? If we focus on just one part of our life, the one thing that makes us the most sad, the one thing that brings us the most pain, if we allow this to be our main point of focus, then everything else about our life becomes inconceivable. Like the picture, everything is blurry except for the point of focus. So what can we do to battle depression and anxiety? We have to change our focus. We have to focus on the things that make us happy. And one thing about human nature, one thing that makes humans the most happy is moving forward, moving towards a goal, moving towards our success. And sometimes it's hard to do that. Sometimes we have trouble waking up in the morning and doing what we gotta do to get to our goals. But before we can do that, we must first have goals that we're working towards. Have you found your purpose? Do you know or can you visualize where you want to be in 5 years, 10 years, 20 years? Are these the types of things that you think about? How proud would the loved ones that you lost be if they knew that you found your purpose and you spent every day working towards it? That wouldn't make you happy inside to know how proud they are and how proud you are of yourself? Finding your purpose might be easier said than done, but we're all here for a purpose. We're living. That's an anomaly. It's amazing that we're here living today. It's for a reason. We all have a gift, something that you do exceptionally, better than anybody else in the world if you took the time to perfect your craft. Just think about it for a second. You can pause the video, do what you gotta do. Just think about it. Think about what is it that you just are so confident and so amazing at that you know that this is something special. We all have a gift. What is your gift? Find it and perfect it. I truly believe this. I'm not a psychologist, but this is something that I truly believe, and I'm trying to train myself to live like this. I believe that happiness is a choice. It's a decision that you consciously make every single day. When you have a negative thought in your head that goes against your happiness, you start feeling a little uncomfortable, you start getting a little hot, you just naturally feel the temperature rising, you're getting upset. You're allowing a thought in your mind upset you. It's a choice. If you focus on something other than what is upsetting you, you will find that those thoughts will leave, dissipate, and will not affect your day. We have to consciously make a decision to be happy. There's so many chemicals that we ingest that affect the way we feel. There's so much negativity that we see on social media that affects the way we feel. There's so much negative things on the news that affect the way we feel. We even have negative people around us sometimes that affect the way we feel. And we sense those things affecting the way we feel, pulling us into a low vibrational state. We have the conscious ability to change what we are thinking about. Who is the captain of this ship? Who controls the thoughts that go through our brain? We do. We make the decision to allow that negative thought to affect the way we feel. And by allowing it to affect the way we feel, that means we allow it to affect our day. If we let 1 out of 2 days get ruined because of some negative thought that we had, that means that half of our life is wasted doing that. Who wants to waste 50% of their life sad, full of anxiety, depressed, because we didn't take the conscious action to not let it affect us? We have to take control. We have to take control of our emotions and our thoughts. And once we gain that power, we can truly find happiness. Depression is a choice. And yes, I understand that some people have it worse than others. But I challenge you to do as I have said. When those negative thoughts enter your mind, use your full conscious ability to think about something positive. Anything but what's going through your mind. It's gonna be hard sometimes. Some days will be harder than others. But I believe if you really, really try, you can do it. We can overcome the sad times by just changing the way that we think. A positive mind state. The cup is half full. It's not half empty. And we're not always gonna be able to achieve this goal. But it's just like working out. The more I go to the gym, the more I lift weights, the easier it becomes. It's a muscle, working out our mental muscle to focus on positive things so we can have a positive and happy life. I want to see you be happy. The world is full of negativity, and there's nothing that we can do in our power to stop it. But what we can control is how our mind perceives it. How our mind reacts to it. You can do this. Shift your mind state and let's get positive together.
I want to speak to the young adults of this world, but really everyone, because I think we all have our childhood in our heart. Your time to be rising up into a productive young adult is now. You are in the process of becoming a new you, the you that will take on this world on your own. The you that will blossom into a thriving, independent person with a career and a lot more freedom. In fact, each year you will find that with age comes more and more freedom. It's amazing. I can remember that very feeling of the privilege to drive, get a job, open a bank account, and even start my own business. With freedom comes responsibility. The responsibility to do the right thing even when you think no one would know whether you did or not. I think we all have had times where we realize that what happens in the dark eventually comes to the light. There will be an unlimited number of times in your life where you will be tested, uncomfortable situations and predicaments. People will pressure you, judge you, and tempt you to go down the wrong path. It's up to you to be a leader and lead your own life. It's up to you to realize that these people do not have your best interests in mind. You are the captain of your ship. Don't ever let anyone suggest to you what to do with your life. That is for you to decide. And when you're making that decision every day, remember that every decision you make will have consequences. Good or bad, there will be an outcome from your actions. You cannot go around doing whatever you want, thinking no one can come in your way, getting into trouble and acting out. There will be a lot of people that come in your way. And undoubtedly, once you go down this type of path, you have already done significant irreversible damage. Do yourself a favor and follow your intuition, morals, and your parents' guidance. Think twice. Talk to your parents and family about as much as possible anytime anything is going on in your life. You will be surprised. A strong relationship with your family can be an asset to your upbringing and early success. One of the biggest things that kept me from going off the rails as a young man was extracurricular activities. I was involved with music and sports from kindergarten to my senior year in high school. Being dedicated to a sport or extracurricular activity at school is very helpful to stay engaged and find your identity. You'll have fun, build relationships, and learn new things. You can earn opportunities from your accomplishments. You can become great at a sport or excel in academics and earn yourself a scholarship for college. You may keep yourself out of trouble during a key time in your life just by having fun and playing sports or participating in school. Find something productive to focus on and make sure you're thinking ahead. Think as far ahead as you possibly can. The earlier you figure out where you want to go in life, the earlier you can start working towards these goals. You may change your mind along the way on what your short and long-term goals are, but all of the hard work and effort that went towards striving for your goals will always be a part of you. Everything you learn and all of the relationships along the way will be memories and lessons for a lifetime. Don't sell yourself short. You can do it. Nothing is ever easy, but you can succeed in anything that you put enough hard work and effort into. Don't be scared. Have the courage. Don't be scared. Have the confidence and pride in your ability to figure it out along the way. Manage your expectations and frustrations while you're learning. Nothing happens overnight, but with the dedication, effort, and perseverance, you will get there. Keep trying. Keep believing. Keep dreaming. You're greater than you ever knew, and you will grow to be even more amazing than you ever imagined. Set yourself up for success in the future by making good decisions now. Fight the urge to get off track and stray down the wrong road. Your future self will be in a much better position if you think smart now. If you push hard now for your future and your success. Get good grades. Stay out of trouble and find something in your life to be passionate about. Write down your short and long-term goals and read them every day. Remind yourself of where you are going in life. Big places. There are no limits to how far you will go. There is no one out there that can stop you from being the next president of the United States, astronaut, doctor, or Olympic champion. If anyone ever doubted you, use that as motivation to prove them wrong. You can do it. You are good enough. Just because today you haven't reached the level that you want to reach doesn't mean that with due time you won't get there. Be strong and push harder. Don't ever let anyone discourage you from your dreams. It's gonna take a lot of push and fight to be the best version of yourself you could possibly be. You will have to show discipline and work at it every single day. The time is now to get serious about your life. It's never too early to start getting ahead and working towards your passion. All of that time spent going above and beyond now will be worth every second in the future. You're gonna do great things. I believe in you. Believe in yourself. Go out there and work for it. Go out there and seize the moment. It's time for you to write your success story. You're a champion. Go get 'em.
You know, it wasn't that long ago that I didn't have any confidence in myself. I struggled with this ever since I was young, just believing in myself, believing that I could be somebody, believing that I could be more than just a regular person. I think a lot of people struggle with this. They struggle with trying to find that thing deep down inside them that tells them they can be great. We convince ourselves that we aren't good enough. People around us tell us we aren't good enough. Our own mothers, fathers tell us we're not good enough. Our own children tell us we're not good enough. People doubt us. That's just the way life is. I'm here to tell you right now, it doesn't matter who believes in you. There's only one person in the entire world that matters, and that's you.
Do you really believe it? Say it with me. I'm on my way to the top. I am the next success story. I will no longer allow anyone to bring me down. Today, I disassociate myself from excuses. Believe it. Manifest it.